what was the most difficult album you produced? I'm just curious about two things. Like, one, are there common factors that explain why certain projects don't turn out the way band members or artists and producers hoped? And specifically, you often see artists or bands changing throughout their career. You know, they might have been known for a certain, style in the first couple of albums, and then they change that style. And what's that dynamic like, trying to find that new voice or that new style within the studio?
The most difficult albums are the ones where you and the artist haven't done enough pre-production. And in fact, you might have screwed up on what's called the producer audition. You might have each chosen badly. So
Right.
there are some artists that every producer is going to be a bad fit for, and sometimes you'll have that producer audition, and what that refers to is it's like a blind date. It's where the producer and the artist or band sit down together and you discuss the goal. What are we trying to do? What's the material? Will this work? In other words, can we go into business with each other for 3 months to make this album? Can we launch a successful product? And sometimes you think, yeah, this is going to work. And then in pre-production, before you ever start spending a lot of money, you might recognize, no, we're actually not a good fit for each other. The thing you need me to do, that's not my strength. And the thing I'm expecting from you is not your strength. And that's when you should tear up the contracts and go your separate ways. But sometimes, rarely, you make it through pre-production, you think, this is going to be good. There are some bumps in the road, but this is going to be good. And then you get into the studio and you realize we are so incompatible. Those are the toughest projects. And the smart thing to do, what I've done and has been done to me, is we decide to go our separate ways. It's only happened twice, I think, in my entire career, but it's better to part ways than to make something you're not proud of. Now that's the main kind of difficult album. The other kind is difficult for milder reasons. When I worked with Geggy Ta, was difficult because Tommy Jordan, the Ta of Geggy Ta, is a fire hose of creativity. And the record just didn't want to stop. His ideas kept coming and coming and coming. And Bare Naked Ladies was difficult, not for the guys or the music. I love them with all my heart. But I only had 3 weeks in between projects to work with them. And we had to work very rapidly and be very decisive. So there are always a number of reasons why a project can be tough. But those can often end up being your best work.